holding a hand of a lady, and then they're just in the background in front of the ocean, and then there's a man who's like, he looks kind of like a chief of a tribe or something, because he's like the most dressed up, and he's like, it looks like he's communicating with the mailman, and then there's a little boy next to him, like touching his arm, like trying to get his attention, and then on the very side of the paper, there's like the front of a woman's face, and then 2 fingers.
Wait, I don't see a woman. I see. It looks like there's just a dog.
You're from the plane, so it's gonna be kind of hard to make out what.
Do you see a boat far offshore?
Under the card, I see like little baby feet, and then I see a white dog.
Yeah, I see.
He has a big view of the plane.
Okay, Julie, put yours down.
So put yours down in the middle.
Hey,
wait, does anyone...
And then Seth and Adrian. Okay. Who has the farthest view of the man?
Can you see the man's? Can you see like other things, like controls and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
I can see the top. It looks like the top of the cockpit, and which is the like.
Wait, so you can see outside of the plane, like, so you're not inside the plane looking through the window?
I see the controls, and I see a little bit outside the plane.
Okay, so I think. Wait, does anyone have anything that seems bigger? Hey, Adrian, do you have a number on yours? Just
8.
8. Okay, so the numbers aren't helping.
Okay. I think Adrian's, then Seth's.
Yeah, Adrian, and then Matt.
Yes. And then Seth. Just a second. So, whose picture had to do with the city?
Guys, I think the city's gonna be.
I mean, like
the city. No, the city's at the very end because it's in the stand in the TV.
What? The cruise ship's lost. Yeah, the cruise ship's.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So.
Okay. Wait, I have something to add. On mine, there's not a little boy holding someone's hand and chasing after the dog.
I think we should.
Just a little baby chasing the dog, and then, you know, like you said, there was a chief, and then there's a little boy holding the chief's hand and holding a ladder.
Wait, I don't think that's gonna be next, because mine is like you barely see the people. I could like, you barely see the people. You can barely tell the dog's white. It looks like a smudge. So I think you just have to go in closer.
Yeah, a desert like what Marin was describing.
Okay, so
so Hannah, can you see the mailman clearly, or is he small but clear?
Yeah, sort of.
wait,
What about Lyric?
guys? Wait, can you see green?
I can see him completely clearly. He's like right there on my picture.
Can you see forest?
Okay,
And,
then
like, can
Yes,
you see forest
I
and palm?
see palm trees behind the
Hannah?
people.
Hannah, do you
Oh,
see?
do you see like
palm
a
trees
green,
behind people?
Do you see a green hut with like a shark, a green shark face sticking off?
Yeah. Do you see a hut?
I have 4. I see 4 of them.
so
is
Hannah-
it green with like something sticking off the top?
Yeah.
So I think
So
Hannah,
I think it's Hannah and then
yeah, I could see the faces sticking off. So one was yellow.
Okay, so I think it's
One was yellow, one was blue, and I see a blue.
getting into it.
Hey,
Yeah,
one at a time.
Have letters.
One at a time.
They see Hannah and then him.
Is he getting out of the boat or into it?
I don't know. He just has 1 foot in the boat. I don't know.
So Hannah, I think it's next, and then
I think they're.
Hannah,
I think
then
he's getting
Lyric.
out.
Lyric.
Hannah, you're next.
Hannah can see more than one hut, which means she's.
Envelope blue? Yes. Okay, so it's probably a zoom out on the end.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. So
Okay,
I think
Lyric,
in
next.
mine.
Lyric's next.
I think in mine that they were giving him it because he was like, I think he was climbing out the boat and they were holding letters.
So Lyric, I think you're next.
Probably.
Lyric, you're next. And then so Lyric. So
Maybe Edwin?
no. Yeah, hers is probably after Benny. Wait, does anyone see like the letter still around the stamp?
Yes.
You do?
I see the whole stamp.
You see the whole entire stamp? Do you see the letter around the stamp though?
United States, Arizona.
Okay, so I think it's Benny. Wait, Benny's, then Edwin's, then Benny, Edwin, then yours.
Yeah. Benny, Edwin.
The letter in yours.
Yes, I could see like more than just the letter. The letter was just part of it.
Oh wait, okay.
Lyric keeps interrupting. Only except they're not very good at being
Just kidding.
Okay, so like I was saying, our group did not really have like a few dominant people that always spoke out. we sort of took turns, and everyone got to say, like, if they thought they had like key parts or something, we would sort of like take turns instead of like people just saying what they had to say.
Good, thank you.
And kind of like me, and you said we didn't really have a team leader, but it was good how Marco S. He said that we should just raise our hands if we need to say something. So we kind of like.
So you feel like in your group, Marco S. became a leader,
Yeah.
and everybody,
Not really.
and but everyone did raise your hands.
in a
for it.
good way.
Spoke out
More
more
moderator.
I think I sort of did not. I wasn't one of the people who just said everything and I decided everything for the group, but I did think I did become sort of a leader, or more just to keep everybody in order.
Yeah, you made everyone
organized. But
organized.
I noticed that the team had kind of looked upon me after I had started showing that resemblance as the leader. I think I was trying to get everybody to show theirs because I knew there were different pieces and they all came together like a puzzle, and if we're missing one piece and one person just sits out and doesn't talk, it won't get complete.
I agree with everybody. I kind of think Marco did kind of become leader, but not in terms of like he was telling everybody what to do and how to do it. And I think it was really organized. It went really well because it was really organized. There wasn't exactly like an official team leader. Since we all got a turn, it went quickly and we did it without arguing or interrupting each other.
Aiden, what do you think?
Yeah, I think we accomplished our task. And the main reason that we did that was that we didn't have like certain leaders. Like Raksheen said, like we had people that spoke up more often, but we gave everybody a chance to say what they needed to say. And like we didn't have one leader. We all took turns, and that helped us because if one person had done it, all the people with key parts wouldn't have been able to speak up, and we let everybody talk. I'm not saying the other team didn't, but we let everybody talk so that we could share our ideas, but we also had the obstacle over like one person has something to say and then another person has something to say and it's all like, oh, mine's so important, and then it's all like we just solved it like, okay, we'll just do you and then you, and then next time you and then you. So that was an obstacle.
With the leaders thing, I do agree that there was some people who were speaking up more than others. Like Marcos was one of them, but like he wasn't the only one who's kind of taking charge. Like there's other people who spoke up more than others, but it was fairly equal in the people, like, and just mostly those people just kind of helped like organize. Maybe if like people started getting like talking over people, they would kind of say, well, maybe let's hear those people talk. And I think we did fairly well, just talking about it and not arguing.
I don't think Marco S. became a leader, but he wasn't necessarily taking that position as much as like he could have. He was more of a moderator because he said, let's all go in a circle kind of thing, so everyone got to say what their picture was, and then we kind of just took turns by raising our hands, and we got called on kind of thing.
Well, it's kind of hard to explain, but Marco S. wasn't later, and he was at the same time. So I would kind of say he was more like making sure no one started arguing.
Guide.
Well, but like he kind of guided us because he was trying to figure out like whether or not you got a big picture or a tiny zoom in, or keeping us from arguing and giving us an organized way to choose people. So, yeah.
I agree that Marco wasn't exactly a leader. He was kind of like guiding the group, and I think it was a good idea that he went around in a circle, and after someone spoke, he would say, does anybody's picture connect with that picture? And then we would agree on that, and I think he was a good pre-leader.
I agree with Isabella, and also, there was sort of like a difference how our group had a leader than say like a leader of like a group who sort of like dominates everyone, who says like, oh, my idea is, who like sort of shouts out ideas even when like say somebody else is asking. But with like our group, we sort of didn't really have that type of a leader who sort of like said, this is how we're going to do it, and deal with it. We sort of like, our leader, Marco or whoever else, like group leader, didn't really have like that, didn't really do their sort of.
Being pushy, is that what you mean?
What?
Being pushy?
Yes, that. And we sort of just like took turns and.
I think Marco West was a leader and also not a leader, because first of all, he was like the one who got everyone organized. And then he would say, do you think that would go there to someone if he thought it would go there? And the other person would say yes or no if they thought it should go there. So he like asked them. He was more of like a leader who didn't boss everyone around and tell them what to do. He asked for their opinions, and then he kind of worked off that.